Click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So I'm back with a new topic today. So the first thing is that which I would like to mention is that how are remedies being performed and what is the mechanism of performing remedies. Now, as I've noticed that many people around us who have been recommended remedies by many astrologers or other counselors. So what they have faced is that sometimes they say that the remedies are working, and sometimes they say that it has worked 50% or it has worked 70%, but they are not completely satisfied with the remedies. Or even after performing the remedies for a certain period of time, they think that they no longer work for them or they do not work at all. But practically, this should not be the case. If it has been recommended by someone, it should work for the person because they follow a certain pattern or a certain logic after which they get recommended. You just do not recommend remedies randomly to anyone and everyone. So after analyzing all the aspects of your birth chart, you are recommending a remedy to someone for them to work. So technically they are correct on their part, but the major problem lies somewhere else. And that is what I'm going to discuss in today's video. So first of all, we need to understand that why would remedies not work for you? Okay. So remedies will only work for you in cases when you have a good Mercury in your chart. Otherwise, it won't work for you. I'll tell you why. Because through remedies, we are changing some kind of subconscious belief in our mind. For example, you're going through a very tough time and you do not know what to do. So you take the help of external resources to change your current time. Now, what exactly are you trying to do is you are preparing your mind and your body to go through the change. But your body will only go through the change when you prepare your mind for it. And there are two kinds of mind. One is the subconscious mind, one is the conscious mind. So the emotions that we are feeling, and like we are feeling angry, or we are feeling frustrated, we want to cry or laugh, whatever, these are represented by moon. But the subconscious part of the brain, which is not represented by moon, which we are not aware of, which gives us dreams, lucid dreaming, and all the other phenomena, so that is represented by Mercury, that is not represented by moon. Why? Because the original subconscious part of our brain or in our body is represented by the third house, and our dreams are represented by the 12th house. Now, have you wondered why is that so? Because see, third house is fourth, like 12th from the fourth house. The fourth house is originally ruled by moon, which is our emotions, so that is what we are aware of. We feel that, but we are not aware of the subconscious part of our brain. So that is mostly represented by the third house because it is 12th from the emotions, the things which are not visible to us, which cannot be seen by us. Similarly, the subconscious part is also represented by the 12th house because that represents our dreams. Dreams are what which comes through the subconscious part. It is not from the conscious part. So whenever you are sleeping, whenever you are dreaming, the sign of Pisces become activated or the 12th house become activated. Okay. So that is originally Pisces is the original 12th house. So that is where Mercury gets debilitated. Now, why would get Mercury debilitated in the sign of Pisces is that Mercury is ruling the analytical part of our brain through which we analyze. And when it gets debilitated in the sign of Pisces, what is happening is that we are in a dreamy state where there is no particular structure of analysis. We are half sleeping, half awake, half not realizing what is happening around us. So That is the reason why in the 12th house it is getting debilitated. At the same time, Mercury is also the significator for our subconscious mind. Okay, because the third house is originally ruled by Mercury. Okay, so why will remedies not work for you? Is your subconscious part of our mind, your mind is not developed for it or is not ready for it. Okay, so the first part is that whenever you are working on any remedy, the first thing is that you need to be ready for it. Like you need to be ready to make the changes. Your subconscious part of your mind should be ready to make certain changes to your surroundings so that you actually get some benefits out of it. For example, the universe, there is a certain alignment of the universe. Suppose you want something and it won't happen straight away to you because the universe has some certain vibrations and alignments working with it. So the say for example you are thinking good about someone, so you are sending out positive vibes. So why do we say that somebody is sending out positive vibes? Because whatever we are thinking, we are emitting some kind of energy out of it. Okay, so that is the reason why people always think positive, because that is the reason why positive energy comes out of it, and as a result you get the positive outcome of it. If you are always going through the negative direction, so obviously you will manifest a negative outcome automatically. Okay, so faith and belief are the first and most important thing that we need for any remedy to work. If we are starting to perform a remedy and in the beginning itself we are thinking that this won't work, we have certain doubts in our mind, it might work, might not work, so obviously it will turn to be in the opposite direction only and will yield negative outcomes. Next is we need to trust the universe and its timings, because the universe, as it said, has a certain alignment and certain karma attached to it, and that is the reason why it has got certain timings also. So we need to understand the basic essence of the energy and align ourselves with the universe first. We need to prepare our subconscious mind to get aligned to the universe first, and then we'll proceed. Next, we see that how do we clear the blockages. Okay, so first we need to understand why are the blockages getting created. Uh, yeah. So whenever we are trying to perform any remedies, we just think, like in the beginning we have 6 questions or 6 doubts in our mind. So the first thing is that we wonder, let us see if this works. I don't know whether this will work or not, and let us see if this works. So whenever we are saying work or not, so the or not energy, the energy of doubt is getting emitted into the universe, and automatically it is not going exactly in the positive direction that it is supposed to. So it is like the energy that you are getting back from the universe is that it might work and it might not work. So 50% of it will work and remaining it might not work. Secondly, second thing is the consistency. Like if it's a remedy that requires time, for example, the remedies have been given to you to be performed for 43 weeks or for a year, or like even say 43 days. I'm just giving as an example. So 43 days is like more than a month. So people, like some people do not have that kind of patience in them. Like they said that it's a very difficult remedy, and suppose they have been suggested to read a mantra. So they said that yeah, I have to repeat it so many times for so many days. It's a very hard thing to pronounce, and I don't like doing this. So I'll just not finish it and I'll leave it midway. So what is happening is that it's not working. It working out first of all. Secondly, he will not get the complete results. He will not be satisfied. Thirdly, after doing this, he'll turn to some other person to get another remedy from that person, and again he'll keep on repeating the same pattern. So what is happening is that he is informing the universe that he's not ready to make the change in his life. So the universe is also not grant him any changes or grant him any good things. Okay. Third kind of thought is that I don't believe in the universe, I'll only get the fruits of my efforts and activities. So these kind of people are like, I am the only like reason why this is happening to me. There is no such external force, and there is no such thing as that the universal uh, vibration or energy or frequency. It only depends on me. I am the sole ruler of my life, and hence they do not believe in all these things, and that is the reason why they do not like do not get any positive changes out of it. Okay, so that is one method of the blockage, that critical blockage that they are creating in their mind, that they are not prepared for the change, and they will not prepare the subconscious mind for the change. Fourth kind of people is that they're completely lost, like they think that I don't know where to start from. Like they're completely lost, as in they don't know where to start from, where to end, where to go, what else to do. They're always confused, like they hop from one direction to the other, and they do not settle at a single place. So for them also, the universe sends out confused signals for them, like the remedies are not working for them in the proper order. They consult someone, and then they think that maybe that is not right for me, and they'll keep on hopping from one person to the other with no proper conclusion or something. Okay, then there's a thought that this is probably not work, I'll not continue doing this anymore. Like in the beginning itself, before starting, there's a huge question mark that this will not work, I'll not continue doing this anymore. Similarly, the universe will also say that fine, I won't also give you any return gifts. Okay. Another, like I do not believe in making changes, everything is predestined. So that is a very wrong concept, because every part of our lives has some predestined part and something that we can also change. Like there is something called Sanchit Karma, and that is there is something called Kriyamani Karma. Okay. So there is something that which is predestined and something which you can change in this life. So it is not that 100% everything is predestined. By doing certain remedies, you can change many parts, bits and parts of your life. Only if you believe in it. So these are the 6 factors is why your blockage is getting created and why you're not being able to clear the blockage, and the remedies are not being able to be performed properly. Okay. Now, next we'll come to the topic is how to clear the blockages with help of new, like you can say, remedy. Before performing the remedies, you need to clear the blockages by performing some other activities before starting of any remedies. Okay. So yeah, the major name of this, or you can say the of these techniques, comes from the factor of the law of attraction. The law of attraction is something that you need to reprogram your mind or your subconscious mind, so that you'll be able to attract the things that you want in your life. As we are saying that the entire change that to our life lies in our subconscious part of the brain. We always say where there is a will, there is a way, but it's not so easy to follow, because sometimes we ourselves do not know that where the blockage is lying. So the simplest way to do this is to follow the rules and techniques of the law of attraction. Is to reprogram our subconscious mind. Now you will find hundreds of methods of law of attraction throughout the internet. So in the beginning you might get a little lost, because you might feel what will work for me, what will not work for me, what if this fails, what if I uh, waste my time or invest a lot of time into this and efforts into this, and still if it doesn't work. So you might have all these doubts, but I have selected the best and the most recommended or accurate techniques that has worked for all. Like it has worked for me, and it has worked for many other people who have followed it. There are new techniques which are getting discovered every single day, but these are the techniques which won't fail if you do it properly. Okay. So the first technique is the visualization board. This is a very simple technique. Anybody can do it. So when we were young, we used to stick pictures around us, images around us of our favorite, say, toys or cartoons or movies and all. Similarly, what you need to do is, suppose you want a car, a good home, or growth in your career and good incentives and all. Okay. So what you need to do is, you need to make a list and put in all such. Suppose you want 10 things in your life right now. So put a milestone to that list. For example, you want within the 10th of March, I need a car. Okay. Uh, and you can say another milestone that within the mid of the year or within 20th of August, I need a house. Okay, like that. Just make a list of whatever things that you need. Okay. Then take a board, like a bulletin board or any cardboard, whatever you feel like it's suitable for. Better it would be if it's a bulletin board. In a board, stick the picture of the car and write the date and the amount cost of the car that when you want. Like say the car is costing around 20 lakhs. So we'll write that like the name of the car. So you want say Mercedes Benz. I'm just giving you an example, which is costing around 20 lakhs, and you want the car to be yours by 20th of August. So you can write these three things. Mercedes Benz. You can write car is mine and 20th August 2023 and the cost of the car. Okay, say 20 lakhs. You can write these 3-4 things and paste it on the top of the picture of the car. Like the car should be properly visible. You can paste it on the top of that or along the sides of it. Similarly, if you want, say, you want to win a lot of money, or you want a career hike or an incentive, so you can stick a picture you can stick a picture of your cabin or your office and write that you have you can write beneath that picture you can just write the amount of hike that you want. Say you want a hike of 50% or 100% or 120%, whatever. So you can say you can write after the amount is increased to its 120%. You can just write the final value beneath the office picture or your office cabin picture. You can write that and the date that you want. Like for example, you want that to happen by 18th of May. You can write that also beside the picture, beside that image. And you can also write the name of the company. Like the more specific you can be, the more better it will be for you to visualize. Another thing that another tip that I can give you is that you can write an incentive letter for yourself. For example, as if your company is giving that out to you, rolling that out to you. Like you belong to say XYZ company. So the letter will be like, from XYZ company, this is to inform you that we have got this much of hike for this year and signed by the whoever, like your manager or HR or whatever. So you can stick that letter as if the company has written it to you in a real format. You can stick the letter beside the image. So this is basically a visualization board, and you have to do something before sleeping. You need to see the picture for at least 30 minutes to 1 hour and visualize how you would be feeling once you get that into reality, how you would be feeling, and take that visualization images into your mind while sleeping. So once you do that, it will automatically get transformed to a subconscious part of the brain, and your brain will start working towards it so it can extract the best out of it. Okay. And the next technique that we'll have is the next technique that we have is the water manifestation technique. Okay? So what will happen here is that why are we believing in it first of all? Is that most of our body is comprised of water. Okay. So it is believed that if you see there are two kinds of water. Say you keep one kind of water in two glasses, and in through the first water, if you just hold it close to your mouth, or even hold it and say that I hate you. And the second kind of water, you may say that I love you or something like that. Okay. So what will happen, since the water is made up of crystals, okay, the crystals will change its shape according to the energy that is getting transmitted to it. For example, the first kind of water, which you have mentioned that you hate, I hate you, like you hate the water, the crystals will change their shape and they look ugly. They'll take an ugly shape. And the second kind of water, they'll take a beautiful shape. So this experiment has been done many times before in the past by many law of attraction experts. So that is the reason we believe that water is a powerful manifestation. Also, in like when you have pujas at your home, you'll always find that once the mantras have been chanted, after doing that, they uh, take a piece, like they take a part of the water of the Ganga Jal and just, put it across the floor or across the place wherever the puja had happened. Why? Because the water is carrying the energy of the mantras. Okay. There's a reason why they just put it across the place so that and there's a good vibe and good energy flow across the house. That is the reason why water is very important to manifest. And also, is the karaka or the signifier of water. So that is a very important part to change our emotions. Previously, we dealt with Mercury, we discussed Mercury. Here, Moon is also coming into place. Okay. Now we'll just talk about a technique called water manifestation technique, which you can perform to enhance the effects of remedies. So, first thing is like write your desires in a present tense on a piece of paper. Like you say, uh, you need a car, as I had discussed before. So, write it in a such a way that it has already happened to you. Like I have bought a luxury car with my own money and I'm extremely happy. So, as if it has already happened in the present tense. And stick that paper on any water bottle which is filled with water at night and in the morning and put the bottle under moonlight if possible. Just put it on moonlight. Okay. Or in yeah, it will be best if you just put it in the moonlight and drink the same water on the next morning for 21 days. Okay. And while you're drinking, just visualize that your dreams have come true and you have already achieved your desire. Suppose you want to heal yourself, so you can write, I am extremely fit and happy, and I am very happy about my health. You can write that and stick on the bottle and put it on the moonlight, and you can drink the same water next morning for 21 days, and you need to visualize. Okay, while drinking, you need to visualize that as if it's already true. The more powerfully you can visualize, the more like quickly it will manifest into reality. Okay. Now, in the case of the previous technique also, whenever you are visualizing, you need to visualize it in such a way that as if it is in the present tense, it's already coming true. Okay. Now we'll go over to the next technique. Yeah. So the another technique that we have is called Ho'oponopono. So so the next technique that we are going to talk about is the Ho'oponopono technique. So in this technique, what you need to do is there's a certain prayer that you need to speak out, which is going to clear all the energies or blockages or yeah external forces around you, so that you can focus on your main goal. Okay. So the prayer is like that is a four sentence kind of was there in the prayer. That is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and love you. You have to say this 108 times. Now, let me explain the applications of it, okay? The first thing is that suppose you had a fight with your friend. So, whenever this is happening, what you can do is you can visualize a friend, imagine a friend, and first of all, you need to say the first sentence that I'm sorry. So you need to speak out exactly why you are sorry, that what reason has happened that you feel that you need to apologize. Next is please forgive me. That is also another reason that you need to speak out that please forgive me because of this, and I need to apologize. Then it will be thank you and I love you. I love you for being there beside me and giving me emotional support and all. Okay. So this is basically the prayer. Now, this needs to be repeated 108 times. What you will do is, uh, every day in the morning and in the night, just keep on repeating the exercise and keep on repeating why you're sorry, why you need forgiveness, and that you are thanking your friend and you are loving your friend 108 times. This is for example was given for the to cure heal the relationship between you and your friend. For example, you need the same for a career. So you can also say that, like, say, please forgive me that I have not been able to dedicate the time required to you, or I have not been able to perform properly at work, things like that. So what will happen is it will clear out all the negative energies, and once you do that, things will start to heal. Okay. Now, let us get along with the next technique. That is obviously the thing that you cannot ignore. That is meditation. So there are 4 to 5 kind of meditations you need to practice every day so that your remedies can work for you. That is number one is listening to mantras. Okay, if you can meditate while listening to mantra, it will have overall a better healing, overall like healing of your subconscious mind, because since you are meditating, the energy is getting absorbed. Energy of the mantra is getting absorbed to the subconscious mind. Of course, you can speak, chant the mantras also, but if you suppose you do not want to chant out the mantra as a certain period of time, maybe you're not well or something, you can meditate while listening to that also. Next is anti-stress and anti-anxiety meditations and anti-depression meditations. So these are very important, because see, whenever you're trying to perform a remedy, you might be under a lot of stress, pressure, and anxiety. So what is happening is the energy of the remedy cannot reach out to you because of all the other negative vibes that is already present inside. So first you need to clear all that. So with the help of very, like, you have very short duration kind of meditations available on the internet. You can follow uh, Isha Yoga Center meditations or Ravi Shankar meditations. Okay? Art of Living meditation. So there are many 5 minutes, 10 minutes meditations. If we do not have time, we can also perform them. Next is the sun meditation and full moon meditations. Now, sun meditations are, I think, available with Art of Living. Maybe there are also other channels who have recommended sun meditations. I'm not sure, but the meditations recommended by Art of Living is one of the best, because once I had done that meditation, it gave me a lot of relief. So in the morning, you have to do that after doing Surya Namaskara. Best would be if you do Surya Namaskar and do the meditation henceforth. So that will give you an overall, like, full on energy and good vibes throughout the day. And the last one is the full moon meditation. Now, why meditation during full moons or during eclipses are very important? Because that is the reason, that is the time when the cosmos is like emitting out the highest and the full potential kind of uh, emissions. Okay. uh, Full moon cycle is like new moon cycle is when you are beginning something, and full moon is when it's coming to an end. Okay, so full moon meditations is the moon is as this at the strongest point, like moon is very like powerful at that time. So during that time, if you are doing any meditations, so that will give you a lot of positive vibes and good results, so that you can perform the remedies properly. Next comes the pranayams. Now, pranayams are very important for two specific reasons. One is that it heals stress and, and other kinds of diseases like high blood pressure, anxiety, and all. But the majorly important thing is that during pranayam, what you are doing is you are changing your breathing pattern. Okay, it's like, say, specifically Bhastrika and all, Anuram Vilana Bhastrika. What you're doing, you're holding your breath, controlling your breath, and changing your breathing pattern. Now, once you're changing your breathing pattern, your thinking pattern is automatically getting changed. Now, how is that happening? Is that while doing any pranayam, you'll see that specifically, say, if you're doing things like Bhastrika, okay, you will see that if you do it at a certain rhythm and at a certain pace, your like the inside of your mind or inside of your brain, it's like you'll feel a certain kind of energy or vibe which is different from whatever you were feeling earlier. You feel a different kind of energy and vibe altogether. Okay. Say if you are doing Anulom Vilom for a very long time, say around 30 minutes, you'll automatically feel a vibration in your mind or your head that is very different from what you were feeling earlier. Okay. So in that case, it is basically changing your thinking pattern and your breathing pattern. Now, both meditation and pranayam, they are linked to the 12th house. 12th house is the house of meditation, we know. Pranayam and yoga and all belong to the 12th house. So again, you are linking that to the subconscious mind. So once you are changing your breathing pattern, you are changing your thinking pattern as well. Okay. So that is automatically linked to the 12th house, which is changing your breathing as well as thinking pattern. And yeah, so another very important thing that you need to remember for this is that, see, I have basically explained all the techniques to you, but this is like a bonus point that you can remember is that like suppose someone has given a remedy to be performed for 43 days, and prior to the remedy, first you need to heal yourself for, say, you can follow all these techniques for a month to heal yourself first, to heal yourself from all the negative energies first. And the bonus thing that I was supposed to say is that suppose you feel that you do not have the time for all of the techniques that I've mentioned here, like pranayams, meditations, or visualizations and all, and you feel that it has become difficult for you, you can at least buy crystals. Okay, there are certain crystals, say rose quartz or green aventurine. You know what happens is that they also help in clearing out the negative energies around you. It's like rose quartz, they help to clean out the heart chakra, and green aventurine, they help to clear the nervous system, calm, keep your nervous system calm and cool. Okay, so there are certain crystals also which can help you throughout this process. So you can also refer to those crystals. But the primarily beneficial thing for you is to follow all these techniques that I mentioned here. So that will help you in inner cleansing. For example, say your crystal is somewhere lost also. Okay, you're not able to find the crystal, or you're not able to get the quality crystal that you need for the timing, or it's very expensive for you. At least if you can do all the techniques that I've mentioned, okay, then also that will help you to heal your problems internally. Like you can self-help to heal your problems. So that's all for today. Hope to see you in another video sometime later on, and hope you follow all these techniques and remedies that this can help you to uh, in your spiritual journey and your spiritual growth. Yeah. So till then, we'll see you then in the next video. So goodbye.